To 6, and they should be strengthened. Perhaps it's a gamble, but Mal Meninga coming back into the side looking perhaps a little bit overweight, but he says he's fit since breaking his arm at the start of the season, playing one match against Penrith and coming back into the game in number 21 jersey, Mal Meninga, one of many Queenslanders in this Canberra Raiders lineup, skippered by Dean Lance. Well, it's a fine sunny day in Sydney. The breeze is blowing down the ground. East have won the toss. Let's go straight to the commentary to pick up the match at the start from the kickoff, with commentary by Pat Welsh, Bob McCarthy, and of course, Wally Lewis.
Thank you, Peter. Welcome to the Sydney Cricket Ground for the preliminary final, Canberra against Eastern Suburbs. And the news here is that after picture postcard conditions earlier in the day, a strong southerly has blown up. It will favour East through this first 40 minutes of football. And there's a man we'll be watching with a lot of interest. Mal Meninga is on the field wearing 21. So all the conjecture that Meninga may be saved for this match has come true, and he is actually out on the field, and the starting lineup with that injured arm very heavily wrapped up, and he's been involved in the first couple of tackles. One wonders, Wally Lewis, as to whether he can last the full 80 minutes of football after only playing one game in 18 weeks.
I don't think he'll last the 80 minutes, Pat, but then again, I don't think that's the job Coach Wayne Bennett expects him to do. I think he wants him to get out there, get involved early in the game and give Canberra some confidence, and then let the rest of the team go on with it after that. I think if he can get them off to a confident start, the rest of the blokes will want to win it for both themselves and Big Mal.
Bob McCarthy, as we see a huge hit in the centre of the cricket ground. I know Wally is going for East, but you tend to favour the green machine this afternoon.
Well, I think it's they've carried all before them over the last 8 weeks, Pat, mainly because of the fact that they've kept the same side on the park outside of Meninga for today's game, and I think that'll keep him, will hold him in good stead, that combination, in this final stuff, which is knockout stuff. If you lose, you're gone. The combination will always get you home, and I feel that with East having plenty of chopping and changed over the past couple of weeks with injuries and so forth, I think they could be just a bit stayed as far as combination is concerned. But Canberra, I think they'll be too big and too strong for East.
East had 5 players that couldn't train on Tuesday night after that hard-hitting match, a really tough game against Manly in the major semi last week, and one wonders how those 5 players, even though they've trained strongly since then, will back up this week. That is one of the big ifs in this game, and it promises to be a great match. We've seen a very hard opening couple of minutes as that ball bounces very awkwardly for Kinner, but Belcher is there to rescue the situation. He tries to get around one. He does it brilliantly. He's still going, Belcher. That was Joe Lydon he beat. Lydon missed last week with a shoulder injury and has both knees heavily strapped this afternoon. So the Englishman seems to be in the injury wars, but he is out there. Strong defence right in that cricket pitch area. Kinner's down. Henjack with the long pass to Jackson, who tries to split them. He's 10 metres inside his own territory. Walters, the only Walters in the team today, Kevin Walters, making way for the return of Meninga. Todd, one of the Canberra front rowers, to play it. And this is the other man, Sam Bacco. Canberra have a 15-kilo advantage in the front rowers through Bacco and Todd, and that could be a telling factor this afternoon. 5th tackle, Henjack. Looking for touch over behind Lydon. Lydon gets a hand to it a la Steve Maven a week ago. This time he has plenty of time to clean up. He's upended just inside his own quarter to Gary Worth. Ex-Canberra boy himself, Gary Worth. His father still lives there, so he is one man who's made the trip from Canberra and will be supporting East this afternoon. The loose ball has been picked up. Canberra have it. Todd storming forward into this East defence, but he's hit hard again. On the blind side is Gilbert to Meninga. Meninga can't get up ahead of steam before he's pounced upon by Melrose. Simpkins is in there giving him a bit of a workover too, the big fellow. Henjack out to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan's got Jackson outside, the short ball to Belcher, but they've locked him up well. Good East defence to come up quickly. They've lost ground there, Canberra. They're going to work it the same way. O'Sullivan will go to Jackson. Watch for the kick. Here it comes. The little stab intended for Corkery. Could be first to it. Good work by Gary Worth to get over there. Well, Macca, a bright start for the Raiders as they have East pinned down in their own quarter.
It certainly is, Pat, especially in this first half too, where they're running into the gale. It's imperative for Canberra, if they're to win this game, that they must hold East up to half-time with this wind at their face, because I'm pretty certain with their good kicking game in the second half, that no doubt they'll play East down in their territory. So if they can keep East down to a reasonable score at half-time, I've no doubt they can go on with the game in the second stanza.
That's right, Wally. That'll be something that we're going to see a penalty here. The old story right throughout the season with the player being held down in the tackle. Wally, as I mentioned, Meninga, as you said, won't last the 80 minutes. We look at that on replay. But they would dearly love him to get into the second half, because I know Jackson's got a good kicking game, but Meninga will absolutely belt that ball miles in these conditions, won't he?
Yeah, that's for sure. It would be very, very good for Canberra's game, and I'm sure it'll lift their confidence even that much more. But Mal's probably got the strongest, he and Gene Miles between them, and probably have the strongest two kicking games in the country.
That was Rampling tearing into the Canberra defence, and here's Truella. He split them, Truella. He's got support either side. It's gone to Spina, and here's the first try of the match. Laurie Spina is over right beside the uprights. The East fans have gone absolutely crazy, and it looked all too easy. Two rucks, and they split them wide apart down the centre.
As we've said over the last couple of weeks, it's been that man Dave Truella. He doesn't get too many raps, but once again in this play, he was the guy that's made the original bust and got them on a forward rolling motion, and a great start for East. And I'm sure Canberra will rue the penalty that they gave away. They had East under a lot of pressure, and two tackles later they find themselves with a try against them.
Yeah, there's a bit of soft defence there from the Canberra Raiders. They couldn't take Truella. Remember, he's no big monster. He's only short in stature, but he was able to break through that Canberra defence. And Laurie, here we go again. You just seen just break the line, keep it alive there to Spina. Spina's got too much pace when there's daylight in front of him, and he puts East well onto the track here, although it's a long way to go as far as the game is concerned.
David Smith with it lined up right beside the uprights. Should have no trouble with this one. 102 points for the season so far, make it 104. And the score here at the SCG, 6 points to 0. East lead Canberra.
In a split second, sports stories and results reach the Telegraph from everywhere around the world. And because there are 3 new editions of the Telegraph every working day, the Telegraph you buy at lunchtime and after work has it all. Background reports, the winners, the losers, the pictures, the results.
It's all in the Telegraph.
Everybody's talking about Colt hatchback and sedan. Is it because Colt is the liveliest thoroughbred in town? Is it because Colt gives you a choice of manual or automatic transmissions that make Colt more fun to drive? Or is it because there are now special factory bonuses, meaning that you can own a Colt for as little as $9,990? Test drive Mitsubishi Colt. You'll talk about it too.
This is where the magic starts. At Taco Den, where everything's fresh, tasty and wholesome, to create our magic burritos, tostadas, taquitos, and of course, the best tacos and nachos in town. And you can add extra spice.
We spice it right, we price it right, we serve it up and then.
Exciting main courses for around $3.
That's the Mexican magic of Taco Den.
Every day is gonna be your day. You know the feeling and you know the way. Your style brings out the best. You know what it takes to live life refreshed. It's Coke is me and Coke is you. Coke belongs to you in everything you do. You know you're going one better. We've got a taste for you. Coca-Cola.
What do you want to do?
Monday night, Alf's feeling lonely.
Go to a sock hop? Ha!
Maybe a pet will cheer him up.
You got me a rat.
It's a hamster.
They taste exactly alike.
Alf, Monday, 7:30.
Be there or be square.
Followed at 8 by Family Ties.
Burying your parents for profit.
Alex helps Stephen make out his will.
Tell Dad what you gave me this morning.
Power of attorney.
Monday night's best comedy double is on 7.
Well, a cruel blow for the Raiders this early in the match. Only 10 minutes of play gone, and Brent Todd, the Kiwi international, being led from the field. Simpkins Can't go much further than that. Well, they haven't decided on a replacement yet. There are 2 or 3 Canberra officials running from the members area to see whether Todd can be put onto the field. The ball's popped up. Canberra have got it. Now's their chance to apply pressure. Lentz, the skipper, unloads it to Henjack. There's space out here. O'Sullivan, but the east outside backs are up quickly. No, now Terry Regan onto the field. Regan in 16 coming out. Henjack threatening to split them out wide. They're just outside the quarterway of Easts. Jackson will go for the dash from dummy half and centre it up. Now he unloads it to Coyne. Coyne trying to get his hands free. Here comes Regan. First touch of the ball. Big cheer from the Canberra supporters. On the 5th tackle. Quick ball to O'Sullivan across the face to back out of Meninga. Meninga's, they've got it back inside. It was Belcher who got it back, and the ball's gone to ground. The knock-on will be played. It was the 6th tackle anyway.
Well, the try was on there too. We see Belcher where they try to make the extra lane. Belcher looks for his winger there, but Kinner, you can see him in the background there in the camera. He's down with his neck problem that he hurt himself up first up. So Canberra, they're a bit unfortunate. They lost Kinner there. They could have had a try on the board.
This is Worth trying to run it outside his own quarter line. Brendan Hall, a dummy half to Gilmeister across field. McGann with the long ball out to David Smith. He's stepping back in and runs straight into Terry Regan. Kinner's to his feet now, but doesn't look well. Here comes Trewella again. He was the man who set up that first try in superb fashion. 6-0 the score here at the Sydney Cricket Ground with Morris. Slippery little dash on the blind side. Dragging him towards the touchline is Corkery. Look for the kick. Here's Melrose. That big breeze right behind him. He belts it a long way downfield. Belcher perfectly placed on his own quarter. Will try and run it away from McGann, but the East skipper will wrap him up. The ball's been lost. And fortunately for Canberra, Brendan Hall also bungled it.
Well, it was try time. It was try time, Wally. They had the overlap there. You see Belcher lose the ball.
Yes, they certainly do. I'm sure Arthur Beetson won't be too happy with the result there. It wasn't all that good a pass, but as we saw from up here, Eastern Suburbs had 3 to Canberra's 1, so it's 6 points down the drain.
Henjack decides to go the open side.
Phil Carrier's on the field for Kenner. Kenner has been replaced.
Well, this is disaster for Canberra. Kenner has been watched all week with this injury, but he's only lasted 10 minutes, and he, like Brent Todd, is a very dejected figure. We see the penalty for offside. But yes, Kinner being led away to the touchline, a dejected figure.
Well, it's a very physical game, this rugby league, especially in the finals. Bit unfortunate for Canberra. They've lost these 2 big, and they're big men too. Kinner on the wing, he's a big winger. And we all know what Brett Tont's like for a front row, a big monster of a guy from New Zealand.
Well, this will have thrown the Canberra battle plan into chaos, I would imagine, this early in the game. Coyne looking for runners to Henjack.
Well, it'll certainly disrupt them to a certain extent, because we know Meninga's not going to be on there much longer. I think coaches Ferner and Bennett are going to give Meninga 20 minutes. So when he comes off, there's going to be a lot of disruption, especially in their attacking concept.
Canberra inside the quarter. O'Sullivan with the quick pass to Henjack. We've got to remember, Macca, that they're only allowed 4 replacements. They've already used 2, and Meninga almost certainly to be replaced at some stage.
Yes, well, it could backfire on them, but we never know. It's only early days.
Well, there's confusion in the Canberra camp at the moment. They don't know who to go to. But Gilbert's got open spaces and he's over. Well, it always proves you wrong. They didn't know what was going on, Canberra. Gilbert just stood the defence up, scooted through a gap and has put it over beside the post. The Raider is ecstatic, and so too are their fans. And it's 6-4 now. Let's have a look at it. Walters it was who popped it up to Gilbert. Gilbert looked, had no support, and then decided to dash himself, Ashley Gilbert.
Yes, well, it was a pretty easy try there as they come about. We see each straight line of the fence was non-existent. They went up in 1s and 2s. We see Gilbert here. Gilmaster get on miss Gilbert there. The inside man should always cover the outside man, in my opinion. Gilmaster couldn't get to it. We see Gilbert here. Take the ball, get on the outside of Gilmaster. Sees daylight.
Did he get it down? That's what McGann is questioning. Wow.
Well, it was touch and go there.
Perhaps the luck is going Canberra's way yet again.
One thing about this Terry Regan, he plays with a lot of fire. his fire and enthusiasm could inject a lot more ability into this Canberra attacking side. Here we see Wayne Bennett come down to the sideline. Panic stations for the Raiders.
Bennett has come out of the members' stand and is coming down to the Canberra sideline officials. Here's the kick, up go the flags, it's 6-all, but plenty of action here at the SCG.
Chicken fillet burgers really drive me wild. They made real special, their own style. The cheese is a melting, the bacon is a sizzling. Chicken fillet burgers from Kentucky Fried Chicken. Well, the whole joint's a hopping, but we ain't stopping till we get our fill of that chicken breast fillet.
I love the bacon and cheese, Charlie.
I like the breast fillet.
Bacon and cheese?
The breast fillet.
The new bacon and cheese chicken fillet burger from Kentucky Fried Chicken, made special to taste great.
Grab a piece of juicy fruit. The taste will get you going. Going up, going out. The taste will get you going when you pop it in your mouth. Juicy fruit will get you going. It's got the taste that keeps on going. Juicy fruit, the taste will get you going.
It's on now. The Bow Repairs How Low Can You Go sale. New Dunlop radials from just $47. Guaranteed radial retreads 4 for just $99. And Dunlop Grand Prix steel radials hit rock bottom at a low $69. For the best prices down under on tyres, batteries and undercar service, it's the How Low Can You Go sale at Bow Repairs.
Bow Repairs are the best down under, making the wheels go round.
Bow Repairs, the best deals down under.
Nothing like a steamy day. It almost takes your breath away. Nature has it all worked out. Deep spring breaks the drought. Throw your head back, take it in. You make me feel so good again. Nature has it all worked out. Deep spring breaks the drought.
Wednesday night, a Beverly Hills tycoon is shot. The wife is the prime suspect, but she takes a dive. And Hunter confronts the perfect crime. Then it's a brand new night for the professionals. A rich girl is terrorized by a mysterious man. Bodie is chosen to unravel a tangled web of international intrigue. On the professionals now, Wednesday night on 7. Welcome to the world of a spirited young woman whose ambition will carry her to success and into the arms of two men. Spearfield's Daughter, tonight on 7.
6-all is the score here at the Sydney Cricket Ground as we thank you for joining us on 7's coverage of the Sydney preliminary final, East and Canberra. That's Meninga. And we see Wayne Bennett down on the sideline. Australian Rugby Union coach Alan Jones also in the crowd. But Wayne Bennett, Wally, you were saying it's a rarity to see him dash out of the stand like that.
Yes, it certainly is, Pat. It's the first time I've ever seen Wayne Bennett come out of the grandstand, and he certainly was in a full sprint. He came out the gate and sprinted across with a message for the trainer that as Bob McCarthy was saying, the two-way could have broken down or something, but it's very rare to see Wayne Bennett ever flustered in a game of football.
Hall picks up the bouncing ball. Gets it to about 10 metres outside the quarterway of Canberra, so they're under pressure again, the Raiders. Long pass out here, East at 6s and 7s at the moment. Gilmeister being driven back in the tackle of Walters. Simpkins goes for a dash from dummy half. He's made good ground. Pops it up, but Danny Shepherd is slung to the ground, and a good tackle by the try scorer, Ashley Gilbert. They continue on the blind side. Tony Rampling taken head on by Gary Coyne, but a strong run from Rampling. They're up near the quarterway East. On the blind side is McGann. McGann turning it back, spinning to Hall. Hall stepping in centre field, over the top has come Backo, and he's going to be called out.
Well, he could lose 5 or 10 minutes here. It was a swinging arm. You can see Big Sam Backo. He lunges with it, yes, and he catches him. He roped him in. We can see it again. We see Hall step off his right foot, and we see Big Backo, big slam, and Sammy goes wacko, goes Sammy Backo.
There's Wayne Bennett. And in the grandstand, Don Ferner. One wonders whether this communication system is working. Smith this time ready. Chance to make it 8-6. He's hit it pretty well. He may have pushed it away to the right. No, he hasn't. The weird breeze brought it back. It is 8 points to 6. East lead Canberra. Stone warning the outside backs of East. This ball's still in the scrum. Now it's out. They've got a bit of room to move this time. Jackson trying to split them there. He gets over halfway. They're lined up on the Pat Hill stand side. This is Regan. He's done good work since coming onto the field. Coyne. Offside. Another penalty East. Oh, Canberra, I should say. This will be a valuable one, Wally. They just seem to be bogging themselves down. Fairfax and Beatson looking on from the sidelines, not happy with it.
Yes, they haven't been doing a hell of a lot with the ball so far in their own half, Pat. They've been making, as you said before, a couple of silly errors, especially from that 22-metre tap. But now they're in the position where they can hit the front again. All they've got to do is control the ball, and at the very worst on the fifth tackle, just put the ball in behind the line to enforce a dropout and retain possession. But it's very important they don't panic here. Just work away for a couple of set plays.
Here's Regan. Well, he's been working overtime since coming onto the field, replacing Brent Todd. Now Bacco on the charge. We haven't seen a lot of this afternoon. He makes good ground, Sam. Down about 10 metres out. Takes a power of stopping. Set move at the scrum base. It goes to Gilbert, the try scorer. He comes desperately close. He's only 2 metres out. Gilmeister pleading for support on the left-hand side. Belcher under a high one. Back to Meninga. He's going to be hard to stop from here. He's over. Well, it's worth it. The gamble has paid off. Meninga from about 5 metres out was unstoppable.
And the big fella's not very happy either. Have a look at him.
Well, it's good try from Canberra because they kept the ball alive. They wouldn't kill the football. We see it here. Actually, there's an East bloke down. We see Meninga keep the ball alive to Belcher. Belcher held here. Gives the ball to the big fella. The big fella takes him on. He jams. We see
right over down.
So Weller is still down. Here we go again from head on. Keep your eye on the big fella, Meninga. Belcher stands in the tackle, gives it to him. Big Mel sees daylight. He said, I can spell a try. Look at Tuella. Knocked right out of the way there. And he's still down in the back play.
He is knocked right out.
He's out like a light. He hasn't moved 1 inch since he's gone down to the ground. And I suppose it's a pretty hard thing to stop the big fella. Once he got his eyes on that try line, he was certainly very determined. You can just see the full force of Big Mel there. He certainly wasn't going to let anybody stop him from scoring that try.
10 minutes remaining in the first half. The scoreline reads Canberra 10, East 8. Belcher's hit it pretty well. He's missed it away to the right. It stays Canberra 10, East 8. Rampling overruns it, and it goes to Shepherd, who's swooped upon quickly. There's newfound vigour in this Canberra side, and East just seem to be a little bit shell-shocked at the moment. On the open goes Patterson, the replacement for Truella. In the background, Gilmeister has had his left leg heavily strapped, and Hall has split them again. What a great game Brendan Hall's had. It's to Melrose. Melrose is in space. Henjack's coming across, but he's got too much pace for them all. That is a super try. Over goes Tony Melrose beside the uprights with only about 7 minutes to go before half-time. And it was Brendan Hall, who's celebrating his 21st birthday a week late, but he split them yet again, the young 5'8", remembering that he's a former Canberra junior.
Well, it all come about from the big dummy. He was able to create space in the middle of the park there and find space there for Tony Melrose. Now watch Melrose here. He puts the head back, pins the ears back. They come at him, but he's got too much to start on him. Just keep your eye here on Brendan Hall. He's got nowhere to go here. Remember, he's in the middle of the forwards. No one covered, no one talk, no communication. You don't talk in this game, you're dead. Keep your eye on Melrose. Back it up. Too much start, Tony Melrose. Look at the expression on his face.
Well, there's bad news for East as Trevor Gilmeister. I said that he had his left leg heavily strapped. You can see the strapping there, but he's been taken from the field. So a heavy blow. The replacement in 23 is the youngster Craig Salvatore. And Smith has this lined up right beside the uprights. 12 points to 10 here at the SCG. Make it 14-10 East lead Canberra with only about 5 minutes remaining before half-time. Gary Belcher with the kick-off for Canberra, down towards Hugh McGahn, but Worth will pick it up. He lets it roll in goal. This has cost them a bit of time. Worth trying to run away from Chris O'Sullivan, but the Canberra veteran chases and knocks him down. Rampling. He and Regan meet head-on. Two of the real firebrands of Sydney football over the last few years. Back to Melrose for the kick. He dodges Coyne. No, he hasn't. He has to throw it back to Worth. Worth will get a chance to put the boot to it. It's not a good one. It's over towards Kinner, who's in a bit of space here. Salvatore first to him.
He certainly didn't get given 5 yards clearance there. It should have been a penalty to Canberra.
Belcher takes the pass from Meninga. Boy, those East defenders were up super quickly, but I think it may have just been the confusion, I should say.
It was like the Queen's Fair Mall at one stage there. There was that much traffic out there.
Oh, Regan turns his back on the defence and is upended for his troubles by Shepherd. Coyne pops a good pass to Gilbert, but that was good defence as well.
Well, this game is starting to open up. Both sides love to throw the football around. This game's not over by a long shot.
Meninga, the pass looked forward to me. Kinner's down just outside the east quarter. Henjack, this is the 5th tackle. They're all onside. Up it goes. They're charging through. Worth up high above the pack and takes it brilliantly. Gary Worth.
Keep your eye on Gary Worth there. Never took his eye off the ball.
Hugh McGann, 10 metres out from his own line. Simpkins, with 3 minutes remaining before halftime, has the ball reefed away.
Well, it could backfire. Remember last week?
Stoner's going to pack a scrum.
This is what happened last week for the Roosters. They had the ball. Laurie Spooner lost it, remembering. Manly scored from the scrum.
And it was almost in a similar position, Mac.
Well, it was. Let's hope history doesn't repeat itself if you're an East supporter.
Long pass towards Meninga. He handles it well, picks it up off the deck, but it allowed Melrose to sit in his pocket and knock him down quickly. Kinner will run from dummy half. He's across field. Joe Lydon chases. He loses ground, Kinner. Well, they should be organised now, the Raiders. They've got 4 tackles and ending a couple of minutes. Short ball. Belcher to Coyne.
They've got to get Big Bacco involved here. Big Sam Bacco.
Henjack out to Gilbert. They're not going too far. Canberra Raiders at this stage. O'Sullivan pops it to Henjack. Henjack flattened in a good tackle. 5th and last. O'Sullivan to Corkery. Corkery puts in a wonky old kick. He had to do it. Well, they've mixed themselves up, and it's back to 6. If Coyne can hold on to it, yes, he does. Well,
East were gone then. Not going to move it, Canberra.
Bacco, if he can get his hands free, the try's on. It's come off an East player, back to Bacco. Back to 6. Well, Canberra really applying the pressure. 1 minute and 50 left. Jackson on the blind side. They trail by 14 points to 10.
They've got to get their big men deep.
Where's Bacco? This is the ideal situation for him. Coyne's over the line. He's got it down. He has swiveled out of tackles and got it down. Gary Coyne. It's 14-all.
It's a strong try from Gary Coyne there. As you can see, he's got 3 or 4 East defenders hanging off him. And I bet Arthur Beetson's jumping up and down at the moment, because Coyne's a bloke of about 14 stone, and he's run into 2 of the biggest East blokes in the side there and scored a great try. Geez, he's used his momentum to get over the line, and I bet there's plenty of proud Canberra teammates to have him on side.
Yeah, just watch this. Keep your eye on here. We'll see the quick play, the ball in from Jackson. And there's plenty of traffic there for Coyne to meet, but he hits the traffic, spins, pirouettes, and gets the ball down. Good thinking there from Gary Coyne.
Belcher with it lined up, and you must remember Canberra have the advantage of the breeze in the second half. He's hit this one pretty well. He's missed it away to the right. So it remains 14 points all here at the SCG, with only moments remaining until the halftime siren.
Everybody's talking about Colt hatchback and sedan. Is it because Colt is the liveliest thoroughbred in town? Is it because Colt gives you a choice of manual or automatic transmissions that make Colt more fun to drive? Or is it because there are now special factory bonuses, meaning that you can own a Colt for as little as $9,990? Test drive Mitsubishi Colt. You'll talk about it too.
In a split second, sports stories and results reach the Telegraph from everywhere around the world. And because there are 3 new editions of the Telegraph every working day, the Telegraph you buy at lunchtime and after work has it all. Background reports, the winners, the losers, the pictures, the results.
It's all in the Telegraph. The ordinary pizza from Domino's Pizza is different as chalk and cheese. Domino's Pizza, the world's #1, really know how to please.
Introducing Domino's Pizza Doubles. 2 custom-made pizzas for 1 special price. Now you can have your pizza and eat it too. You can have what you want and they can have what they want. Doubles, available in 12-inch and new 10-inch. Only from Domino's Pizza and only for a limited period.
Taste the Domino's difference.
You've locked the doors. You've turned up the stereo. Your blood is about to boil.
Iron Maiden. Night Ranger, Autograph, Helix, Mountain, Wasp. Madam X, Accept. Spinal Tap, Deep Purple. And heaps more. Headbangers Heaven, 2 heavy albums for the price of 1 from Concept. Saturday, an innocent man is framed by a deranged soldier of fortune. He lives in a shadowy world of endless combat. Now the Equalizer must end his nightmare Saturday. Then a startling mystery opens a new series of Bergerac. A stranger has forgotten a secret that could kill him on Bergerac Saturday night on 7. Welcome to the world of a spirited young woman whose ambition will carry her to success and into the arms of 2 men. Spearfield's Daughter tonight on 7.
Well, there's nothing between these 2 sides at the break. Twice Easts have got away, but Canberra have drawn level with them, 14 all at half-time. Canberra have scored 3 tries to 2, but at this stage, very hard to pick a winner for Canberra. Gilbert, Meninga and Coyne have scored the tries. The gamble on Meninga looks to be paying off, and for Easts, Spina and Melrose tries, and Smith 3 goals. Interesting that 3 of the 5 tries have gone to Queenslanders. Plenty of interest for fans there in this match today. As Paddy Welsh said, though, that the Raiders will have the breeze behind them in the second half, so let's rejoin the action at the kick-off in the second half.
Mick Stone signals a start to the second half as we welcome you back to the Sydney Cricket Ground. News here, Bacco has made a capital sin and he's furious about it, right on his own line. Well, they're under pressure in the opening seconds now. Look at that. It's a set ploy to leave him down there for the kickoffs. It went to him and he committed the blunder. The news is that Gilmeister is back in the pack. Well, Macra, I can't really understand that. He seemed to limp off. We'll just watch this play. Set pattern there as Meninga drives Worth into the ground. Gilmeister seemed to have his leg strapped.
Yes, well, evidently he's got the spray there that kills the pain.
Well, I suppose...
Well, he must know what he's doing, although he's walking right at the present stage. I'll let it go back to you, Pat, because East can score a try around this area because Canberra are a bit soft.
Rampling just short of the try line. Spina, long past to Hall. Hall accelerates now. He's breaking tackles. He's a strong little player, Hall. They've got it on the burst over here. Melrose dummying past. The long pass to Morris. Doesn't he know how to score a try? And it's all come from that Sam Bacco mistake from the kickoff. Steve Morris is over to break the deadlock momentarily. It's 18-14. East lead Canberra, and it was Brendan Hall again with good work to break a couple of tackles.
Well, he keeps the ball alive here. You see him being tackled. We said Canberra was soft, and look at this. He couldn't get any softer than that. There was 4 of them. Couldn't put the little 5 on the ground. Keeps the ball alive, this bloke here, the most improved player at the present stage, Tony Melrose. Watch the Wally Lewis cut out pass over the top. Bang to Morris, and Morris goes over in the corner.
42 goals for this man on camera at the moment, David Smith, right on the sideline. He's hit it pretty well, but it's going to go across the face of goal. Scoreline will remain East 18, Canberra 14, and the second half has just begun. Mal Meninga with that arm very heavily strapped indeed. A huge kick downfield over the head of McGahn.
Well, that's just the strength of Mal Meninga's kicking game, and after that kick we might see him taking the shots for goal from now on.
Yes, Belcher has missed a couple. He's kicked 1 out of 3. So I feel certain that Meninga will be called on to take over the goal-kicking duties. There's the dropout. Belcher right on halfway, takes it with Meninga on the run around. There's a little gap there too. He started to spear towards. It closed quickly. Rampling was there. He's the top East tackler in the first half with 14. Walters, Steve Walters, the hooker for Canberra, was their top tackler with 12. Brilliant little dash by Dean Lance. So Canberra now apply the pressure. What a seesawing match it's been. This is Steve Walters. He's only a couple of metres out and still going the hooker.
Well, good run from the youngster from Ipswich.
They're short on the left, East. Walters slow to his feet. If they can get the ball out here, Morris is 8 yards offside. He was sitting in the Canberra backline, Steve Morris.
Give him a Canberra jumper.
There's still room out here if they can move it quick enough. Handjack is swooped upon by McGann.
Well, he took off like Carl Lewis and he got him.
Fifth tackle. Regan with the long cutout pass over there to Kinner. If he can get it inside, there's trouble. Coyne going for his second try. He's over Gary Coyne. Over for try number 2. A little round of applause from the man who was voted co-coach of the year, Don Ferner, with his assistant coach, Wayne Bennett. There he is on camera now. They were given coach of the year. I don't know whether Bennett was smiling. It wasn't a great shot. But nevertheless, Gary Coyne is over. Brilliant work from Coyne again. This is Kinner. Put it down to Kinner. Side. Took the ball well, and over he goes. And now the move we all expected. Mal Meninga to take the shot for goal. He's hit it pretty well. Up go the flags. That's why he's shooting for goal. And the Raiders are in front again. 20 points to 18 at the SCG.
Chicken fillet burgers really drive me wild. Made real special, their own style. The cheese is a melting, the bacon is a sizzling. Chicken fillet burgers from Kentucky Fried Chicken. Well, the whole joint's a hopping, and we ain't stopping till we get our fill of that chicken breast fillet.
I love the bacon and cheese, Charlie.
I like the breast fillet.
Bacon and cheese?
The new bacon and cheese chicken fillet burger from Kentucky Fried Chicken, made special to taste great.
It's on now. The Bow Repairs. How low can you go sale? New Dunlop radials from just $47. Guaranteed radial retreads, 4 for just $99. And Dunlop Grand Prix steel radials hit rock bottom at a low $69. For the best prices down under on tyres, batteries and undercar service, it's the How Low Can You Go sale at Bow Repairs.
Bow Repairs are the best down under, making the wheels all right.
Bow Repairs, the best deals down under.
Put yourself here, you'll be doing it too. Pinching yourself to be sure it's true. Too good to be true, Mirage. Too good to be true, Mirage. This is too good to be true. To see, they say, to believe, but this has got me looking twice. Could this be the Tropic of Paradise? Too good to be true, Mirage. Too good to be true, Mirage. This is too good to be true.
In less than 100 years, inventors have radically changed the way we live. Sunday on Beyond 2000, Simon Nast takes a special look at their spark of genius. You'll meet a man who's reinvented the wheel. Visit an institution that's won 7 Nobel Prizes for science. Discover why some inventors have become millionaires while others have gone bankrupt. And meet a doctor who says he has the cure for cancer. The inventors making your life easier. But what are they working on now? A Beyond 2000 special report, Sunday, 7:30 on 7.
East come up with the scrum win. Inside their own quarter. Attendance 27,000 this afternoon. Rampling pushing away from one tackle. Strong run from Rampling. I think he's lost it. There's a little knock on. It happened right in front of McStone. Rampling very disappointed. It started off well.
There you can see there he lost it, trying to fight his way through the tackle. Lost control of the ball. Again, East makes silly mistakes in their own territory. Tony Rampling trying to regain his feet.
Taken away quickly by Handjack to Belcher. Belcher pushing away from Worth, but Worth hunts him down like a little cattle dog and drives him into ground. Here's Corkery. There's a big hole there for Corkery, and he's gone straight through it, and he's over.
Great try.
Well, the defence was non-existent. Corkery went across field, spotted a gap like the Sydney Heads, and just carved through it. He's gone over. It's 24, 20 to 18.
Well, what's the big step off the right foot here, Rooster? Where's the forwards? Bang off the right foot. There's no one home. Shut the gate for this bloke. He's got plenty of pace. Corkery over.
And coming onto the sideline is Rowan Brennan for Canberra. I saw Bennett and Ferner conferring by phone. Obviously, their two-way communication system is bungled up at the moment. Meninga's got it. Boy, oh boy. It slewed off the side of the boot and has only just cropped inside that left-hand upright. But it's worth 2 points. It's 26 points to 18 here at the SCG. Touch judge on again with Kevin Walters on the sideline now. Who's he calling off? I think Meninga's going to come off. Meninga doesn't want to come off.
Well, he's got rid of the big fella.
Well, the instructions have gone. Meninga waved them away before. Meninga not very happy.
I can't believe he's taken Mal off there. He's one bloke that's capable of anything, as we've seen on a couple of occasions today, and just the timing of it seems a little bit unusual.
This is O'Sullivan from the scrum win, just inside the east quarterway. Corkery, he wants another one. He's cutting back in this time. He's slammed to ground by Patterson. Ball's loose. Henjack's got it. Out to Kevin Walters.
Yes, I agree with you, Wally. I think you should have given him another 10 minutes at least. He still had plenty of juice inside of him, the big fella.
Well, he's over talking to Bennett and he's walked away from Bennett. He'll settle down in a moment, though, I'm sure. Walters pops it up. Henjack to Peter Jackson, and you can put away the glasses. Canberra are through to their first ever Sydney Rugby League Grand Final. Meninga with a smile as wide as you like down there. Bennett, he hasn't cracked it for one yet, but they've got this ball game sewn right up. Sam Bacco plants a big kiss on the cheek of Peter Jackson, and why wouldn't he? Because they're through to the grand final against Manly.
Well, that man again, Gary Coyne, I think he's been instrumental in most of the tries today, or scored them, and he was the bloke that initially took the ball up, stood in the tackle, got it away, and of course, once the support came and loaded again to Peter Jackson, the try was certainly on the board by then.
Let's keep your eye on the little fella to replace Meninga. Little Kevin Walters, he's got good ball skills. Here he goes. He comes off him short, stares, keeps the ball alive with his little mate Henjack, who finds Peter Jackson. They call him Action Jackson. Look at him go, big Jacko. Right onto the black dot for Jackson. Bang!
Belcher from right in front. He makes no mistake whatsoever. It's now 32 points to 18. Canberra are leading east.
In a split second, sports stories and results reach the Telegraph from everywhere around the world. And because there are 3 new editions of the Telegraph every working day, the Telegraph you buy at lunchtime and after work has it all. Background reports, the winners, the losers, the pictures, the results.
Greg! Greg. Thursday night would be good. I'll make your favourite dish, deviled lamb cutlets. Okay, see ya. Bill! Bill. No, I can't, sorry. How about dinner on Saturday? Lamb and mandarin casserole. Of course I remembered. Roman's really busy at the moment, but...
If you have a busy social life, you should take a few shortcuts.
I'd go to the movies with him. Okay, I'd go to the footy with him. I'd work for him, so long as I could also play. I'd cook dinner for him. Maybe I'd leave home for him. In fact, I'd probably go almost anywhere with a Windsor Smith man.
Windsor Smith, for men only.
Of course.
Trevor Schmidt of Hardy Irrigation had a big idea. He wanted to put commercial sprinkler features into a home garden sprinkler system. So Trevor's team developed the Hardy Irrigation 1400 system, which is not only producing gardens from deserts, but something more valuable, export dollars for Australia. Hardy Irrigation, a member of the James Hardy Industries Group, the name behind the names, like Trevor Schmidt.
Tuesday on 7.
Here's your new car.
Don't sit in it, don't breathe on it, don't touch it.
A shock for Alex.
He's left you the kiddie.
Will she take on the responsibility?
What are you going to your place?
Terence sells his beloved vineyard.
Why, Terence? You love going out there.
But will he live to regret it?
This is all going to go, and I'm going to plant pine trees. Like a big Christmas.
My vineyard.
My vineyard.
Is it too late to stop him? On a country practice, 7:30, Tuesday and Wednesday nights on 7.
Salvatore a dummy half. Morris out wide to Gary Prom, who's come on from Melrose. He's down 10 metres short of the halfway line. Still the scoreline reads 32 points to 18 in the Raiders' favour. The long pass from Hall to Smith. Smith was charging onto it and he gets belted to ground by Jackson on the cricket pitch, and it's hurting quite a bit to get felled there at the moment. Patterson manages to pop the pass away under pressure. They keep it alive. Simpkins to Hall. Hall still standing, now unloads to Spina. Spina's grabbed and knocked down just inside Canberra territory. McGann will pop it up. This is Shepherd. Shepherd shaped to get it to Patterson but couldn't unload. McGann again to Gary Worth, looking for touch. Belcher's back here, bounced awkwardly for him. It's on his own try line now, in the in goal. Not too many East chasers. I think they've just about given up the ghost to Corkery down the sideline. Trying to step away from one. He gets away from one tackle. He's very strong, Matthew Corkery. That again was Tony Rampling. Rowan Brennan winding things up. For those who didn't notice, he's wearing black Speedos underneath his football shorts this afternoon. 12 and a half minutes remaining here at the Sydney Cricket Ground. Canberra lead 32-18. Bacco takes a high one, down on halfway. They're going to work to the right-hand side, to Pat Hill's stand side. Jackson with the kick for touch. It stayed infield and now it's in goal. Only just. The chasers are a little more prominent from Canberra and they cut Worth down only 5 metres out from his own line. Chalice doesn't get far. O'Sullivan and the man who has partnered him at the halves, Kevin Walters, for so long this season was there to assist him. They've got to throw it willy-nilly at the moment. Smith out wide, trying to run away from Corkery, but a good chase by Corkery to run the young centre into ground. Morris is claimed by Corkery. He throws it wildly. They've got to do something, he said. They're going to get back into this match. Hall, he had no one to throw it to. He split them by himself. What a great game in a losing side, Brendan Hall. Only 21. He's got a huge future in Sydney League. Spina cutting back infield. He's going to throw it back to his skipper. Rampling. The long floater to Smith. Well, they had to find space. They have now. Morris is coming back on the inside.
He's lost him.
And Jackson will knock him down, and a great ball and all tackle to snuff out what seemed to be a certain East try. Penalty will come. Jackson will get time, I think.
Fancy Morris blowing up.
Morris has taken the quick tap. We look at it in replay, but they're starting to throw it wide. McGann out here, but he's claimed in a good tackle.
Good defence from Chris O'Sullivan there. He was confronted by 2 or 3 blokes. He just backed off, waited for the pass, and then simply took the man with the ball.
Patterson down only about 5 metres inside the Canberra quarter. They pop it up. Shepherd, the good ball to Rampling on the rampage. He's about 5 or 6 metres short. Coyne tackles him. Morris to Simpkins. Simpkins holds it up and he's got the dummies filled, everyone. He's over under the posts. He's over under the post. That's worth 6 points. 10 minutes remaining here at the SCG, and good work, Robert Simpkins.
Yes, well, the razzle-dazzle confused Canberra. Just a matter of keeping the ball alive. They fell for the dummy there, and a couple of head-high tackles there, and Simpkins was able to go over on a post. This is the only thing that will beat Canberra next week against Mal Meninga. They are very, very soft in defence.
Smith from in front. The scoreline now reads 32-24 in favour of Canberra, and we're inside the final 10 minutes.
Everybody's talking about Colt hatchback and sedan. Is it because Colt is the liveliest thoroughbred in town? Is it because Colt gives you a choice of manual or automatic transmissions that make Colt more fun to drive? Or is it because there are now special factory bonuses, meaning that you can own a Colt for as little as $9,990? Test drive Mitsubishi Colt. You'll talk about it too.
Chicken fillet burgers really drive me wild. They're made real special, their own style. The cheese is a melting, the bacon it was sizzling. Chicken fillet burgers from Kentucky Fried Chicken. Well, the whole joint's a hopping, but we ain't stopping till we get our fill of that chicken breast fillet.
I love the bacon and cheese, Charlie.
I like the breast fillet.
Bacon and cheese?
The new bacon and cheese chicken fillet burger from Kentucky Fried Chicken, made special to taste great.
When Louis and I decided to redecorate, we turned to O'Brien Glass for help. They suggested mirrors would add space and light to our hall. And, unlike wallpaper or paint, mirrored walls go with any colour or decor, even ours. Now, O'Brien Glass are doing it for anyone. Making entrances bigger and brighter, adding space to your living room, making dining areas spectacular, and creating a bedroom fit for a king. You can get a free quote and free design appraisal just by calling O'Brien. What royal treatment. And any order placed will get you a free subscription to Vogue Living.
Ask to see our design consultant by calling 221 6711 now. And don't forget, by placing an order, you'll receive a year's free subscription to Vogue Living. Remember, O for O'Brien for mirror walls.
You're saying the police planted 95 frozen turkeys in your car?
Never plead guilty.
Thursday, the strain begins to show in Rafferty's court.
Leave me alone, Rafferty.
There are elements within the police force that want to destroy me.
But spring has arrived, overflowing with romance.
Resign.
Rafferty's rules Thursday. Then, in a world of dark cruelty, a blind girl finds love. Sidney Poitier stars in the Academy Award-winning classic A Patch of Blue, Thursday night on 7.
Here comes the Canberra chant. But as we're in the final moments here, boys, I could ask you both, can we expect Canberra to be able to beat Manly next week? Macca, firstly you. We see Prom carve them upfield. He's got Morris in support. It's now with Morris. He stepped inside Corkery, but he's run into a hornet's nest. Steve Morris.
Well, anything's possible, Pat, I suppose. I didn't really think Canberra would be able to beat East. Being a Queenslander, I'm pretty happy they have, but well, Manly, they're a side on their day. They're great, and you really can't relax against them, and they certainly look the goods.
Here's Salvatore. If he scores here, it's a brilliant try. But he's out just before the try line. A great run from Salvatore. Hasn't he got some potential, this youngster? Gilbert didn't lay a hand on him.
Should have dropped his shoulder here. He kept his arm up. He should have dropped his shoulder right down there. Would have kept his momentum going. But that's how you learn that as you go.
Well, Macca, I ask you the same question. Are Canberra capable of beating Manly next week?
Well, I thought they'd win today's game, Pat, but I think they've got the attack to worry Manly, but the defence leaves a lot to be desired for mine. I think they've got to toughen up in a lot of areas to beat this Manly Warringah side. I think Manly now, with the advent of Kevin Ward coming back into the side, gives them that lot of muscle around the middle there, and they will be strong in the middle. They will be strong out wide with those brilliant players out there, and I think that this is the year that Bobby Fulton will be able to leave this Sydney cricket ground with a smile on his face. I think this is the year of the Seagull. Although one thing about this Canberra side, the combination will be there with Mal Meninga back here next week, again with a game under his belt. They will have a bit more experience with the big fellow out there. And they have got the try-scoring potential to worry Manly, but in grand final, it's not attack that gets you home, it's defence, and I think that Manly's defence should get them home.
Jackson. Back to Belcher. He'll put the boot to it, trying to kick away from Worth. He succeeds in doing that. Hasn't got the run he wanted to from that kick, and Morris will take it and put it on the toe straight away. He's got pace. He's outstripped Corker. He's trying to put the boot to it on across field. Spina will get to his feet and play it. Brendan Hall, long past the Shepherd. Shepherd to his skipper. McGahn infield, then tries to pop the pass away in desperation. Belcher will clean it up. 32 points to 24. Canberra have this ball game wrapped up. You're seeing history unfold before your very eyes. The first time ever we saw a Canberra Raiders in the semi-finals, and now they've marched all the way through to the grand final.
I'm not sure how anybody else feels, Pat, but for mine, Gary Coyne's been the player of the day. He's not real involved at the moment, or hasn't been for a little while, but you certainly can't blame him. The amount of work that he's got through early and the tries that he did manage to set up certainly put Canberra on the road ahead, and he's had a whale of a game.
Furner showing the pearly whites in the grandstand, and why wouldn't he? He's worked so hard.
Well, it's his second time here as making the grand finals as a coach, remembering that he coached East way back in 1972.
And Arthur beats him.
There he is there. Let's see if his co-coach gets a smile on his face. No, we didn't pick him.
I'm certain he is smiling. Wayne Bennett beats and will tell the story. But the Canberra players are absolutely elated, and so's their number one supporter. And the big green machine from Canberra is through to the grand final with a 32 points to 24 beating of East in this afternoon's preliminary final at the SCG. Pat Welch on behalf of Wally Lewis and Bob McCarthy sending you back to the studio.
So history made with the Canberra Raiders through to their first grand final since joining the Sydney League in 1982. 32 to 24, 10 tries.